All right, well, hello and welcome, my friends. I'm Kodiak Broncos, and today I'm here to talk about Alex Singleton. But before we get into it, I just want to say a couple things. First of all, leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're not already. You always wait till the end. Hopefully, I'll have earned it. Yeah, without further ado, let's dive right into it. And before I begin, I just want to apologize for all the ads on this website. 9 News makes you disable your ad blocker before they let you use the site. So if you see something weird, I'm sorry, but this is the best I could do. Either way, I'm going to be interacting with y'all in this stream as well. But either way, so you guys are going to hear me probably complain a lot because I really, there's a lot of stuff out there that I am just not a big fan of when it comes to Alex Singleton and the Denver Broncos as well. So just scrolling through anything, uh, this really stuck out to me while I was reading the Mike Kliss article. Okay. He says, he goes through the draft prospects that we have. He goes through the ideas and the potential avenues that we have to improving our inside linebacker position, but this really stuck out to me, okay? This really stuck out to me, all right? I want guys to read this real quick, okay? Alex Singleton, 6 million last year, and Strnad 2.8 million figured to be priorities, especially if Greenlaw becomes a cap casualty. But get this, not only does he say it'll be a priority for the team, he says that he is going to get a significant raise. What? From $6 million a year, Alex Singleton, okay, a guy who's 32 going on 33, whose game just simply won't age well, and a guy who's just completely replaceable. Yes, I understand what he brings to this building, and I understand that most of the arguments for Singleton are not about his play on the field. Well, he's a good run defender. Imagine how much better he would be at run defense if he was actually in position to make these plays. All right. Resigning Singleton, $6 million last year. Insternad figures to be priorities, especially if Greenlaw becomes a cap casualty. But Singleton Sternad will get significant raises. You guys heard it from 9 News. You guys didn't hear it from me. All right. Now, that's just really disappointing to hear because I'm going to go through some of the stuff about Alex Singleton. Now, I will say Alex Singleton did outperform my expectations last year, especially me last summer saying that I thought he should have been cut. I thought he didn't really meet the standards of a team with a championship level aspiration, especially at the inside linebacker position. But either way, so just going through all this, thinking about Alex Singleton, this is not anything we haven't already known. He is bad in coverage, but he's solid in run defense. But what sticks out to me is all right, you see this missed tackle rate right here, 7.5%. That was easily amongst the lowest of his career. I guess 6.5% in 2022, his first year with us, was better. But 2024 and 2023, his missed tackle percentage was terrible, right? 19.4% in 2024 and 14.1% in 2023. So once again, a lot of the arguments for keeping Singleton revolve around run defense and leadership, but his batting average is still one of the lowest at the position. So I can't really respect that as an argument for keeping him around. Now, just also, real quick, his coverage, I mean, it's just abysmal. It's abysmal. All right. Now, 55.2 is higher than I thought it'd be, but looking at his other coverage grades, all right, 2023, 42.9. 2022, he actually was pretty good for us that year, which I'm not surprised. But 2024, 53.5. Like, guys, and this was also him getting an interception on our second defensive snap of the year. Either way, so Alex Singleton is just, I don't know how to describe it. I would like to say that both sides have their arguments, like the Riley Moss thing, but I just don't see an argument to keeping him around, okay? A lot of the arguments for keeping Singleton revolve around the fact that he knows the defense, that he can do a lot of things that a lot of other guys can't do, and that's completely fine. But I promise you, somebody else in this league can play inside linebacker for the Denver Broncos. Somebody else in this league can be a kind person off the field, and somebody else in this league can provide that leadership to this locker room. So then I saw this today from DNVR, and my jaw just hit the floor. JFM 3 years, 52 million, $40 million guaranteed. Makes sense. Very fair deal. And he's going to get that even though it's not from us. But yeah, once again, 3 years, 52.5 million, $40 million guaranteed. I feel like that is more than fair for what John Franklin Myers has brought to the Denver Broncos over the past few seasons. I think John Franklin Myers is going to get a bag in free agency, and I wish it could be with us, but unfortunately, adding another third contract to that defensive line could make our defensive line old and expensive very, very quickly. So just talking about that, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. What does not make sense to me is the DNVR guys projecting Alex Singleton to get a 3-year, $30 million a year contract, or $30 million contract for $10 million a year with $20 million guaranteed. And then the thing that just floored me when I watched this is they were just like, yeah, man, that's a steal. That's a steal for what Alex Singleton brings. I'm like, am I in a different universe than everybody else when it comes to Alex Singleton? Alex Singleton is not that good, guys. He's a declining player on the wrong side of 30. And I'm like, what? Like, they were just like, oh, yeah, it is a no doubt slam dunk. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills because a lot of my TikTok comments also were littered with just littered with Alex Singleton propaganda this past week. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can pull. Uh, I'm gonna see if I can pull up something that a lot of people said. All right. So if you look at my TikTok comments right here, I can't zoom in. I'm sorry. I wish I could zoom in, but there's some guy who basically wrote a paragraph defending Alex Singleton, saying, if he was a liability, he would have shown that by now, and they wouldn't be resigning him. Everybody said he wouldn't make the 53 last year. Sure enough, we did. And I just responded and hit him with the I am not reading all that. Listen, because I did. So what this guy did was he challenged me to explain the liabilities of Alex Singleton, and I did. I said, or I put like a film session out there where I showcased all the lowlights and bad plays of Alex Singleton, which we will do. And he had the audacity to call me and say that I don't know ball because of the fact that I don't want this team to re-up a 32 going on 33-year-old inside linebacker who isn't that good of a football player. Okay. And just think about this. All right. I'm going to let this stuff do the talking. All right. Blood. Here we go. I'm going to put this back on the screen. All right. So going back to this clip, I'm going to restart it from the beginning since I had to reshare. All right, guys. Alex Singleton is not that good of a football player. I promise you there is an avenue to us getting better at the inside linebacker position, okay? You can bring back Alex Singleton, and that's completely fine. But for the people that are saying that he needs to be a priority and that he should be the plan and that he should start again next year, like, what universe am I living in? Like, the Alex Singleton fan club, like, I get it. Great guy in the building, inspiring season, fantastic leadership capabilities and leadership presence. But what? All the Alex Singleton propaganda has been crazy lately. Like, I'm sorry, but I feel like there's a certain Broncos network that really likes to spew Alex Singleton propaganda. And you guys can go check out that full thing on my Twitter. I don't want to get this A demonetized, but also B go check out the rest of that. I don't want to beat a dead horse with his like film or whatever. So I also put this out on Twitter. And this is by far one of the most interactive tweets I've ever had. 32,000 views, 326 100,000 views. I mean, and just look at the responses. I want to die, bruh. Come on, dude. Dumbest thing I've heard all year. Are we trying to upgrade our biggest weakness so we can contend, or has that idea flown out the door? We're not a serious team. Genuinely zero reason for him to be starting next season. Not the news I wanted to start my morning with. So, guys, all right, I guess somebody said Singleton hate is beyond forced. Somebody said, get ready to load CJ Allen, buddy. I swear, man, if we bring him back and give him a raise, then people will need to have serious conversations about George Payton. Oh, man. All right. Well, he is not worth that. Guys, once again, hold on. I'm going to go to Aussie Talks NFL's page, and he basically encapsulates it. All right, guys. This basically just sums it up for me. I'm so serious. Why would Singleton be a priority to bring back with the amount of inside linebacker talent hitting the free agent market, as well as, by all accounts, a very good and deep inside linebacker class in the draft? He said it, not me. Why would Singleton be a priority to bring back with the amount of inside linebacker talent hitting the free agency market, as well as, by all accounts, a very good, like, guys, what are we doing here? Have we thought about the fact that we can get better as a football team? Not only more cons than pros, you are completely right, Logan Clark and TB. You're completely right. There are more cons than pros to bringing Alex Singleton back on a deal. And this basically stuck with me more than anything else. And he said, I promise Alex Singleton is not the only player in the league who can wear a green dot and be a kind person off the field. That basically encapsulates it. I don't know, man. Once again, I feel like I'm just on the outs with this fan base. I feel like I'm just taking crazy pills when it comes to the inside linebacker position. Guys, once again, Alex Singleton is not that good of a football player. He just isn't. He really is not that good. Free agency is going to start in 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. First day of my birthday is the first day of the legal tampering period, which means my birthday. Hopefully, the Broncos will not ruin it. But man, getting 3 years for $30 million for Alex Singleton, and it's like these guys from that specific network that I called out earlier, they think they're smarter than everybody else because they're just like, yes, what? That's a steal for Alex Singleton. And I commented, I was like, dude, 3 years, $30 million for Alex Singleton would be ludicrous. All right, guys, I'm going to go to work, but there's a lot of Alex Singleton discourse over the past few days, and I've kind of been the leader of it on Twitter and TikTok, and so I had to kind of put it over to YouTube as well. I'll get to one more comment from Jackson before I get out of here. It's simple as that. We need to get younger, faster, cheaper, not older, slower, and more expensive. Exactly. That's just all it boils down to. And once again, I get don't bring it back. Don't bring it back. Yeah, I know. Once again, guys, it would be one thing for the team to say, yeah, we're planning on bringing him back and potentially offer that deal. It's a completely different thing for them to be like, we are going to give him a pay raise and he is going to be a priority for this team. All right, guys, that's enough of me ranting. But either way, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Wow, I salute.